Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video of mine. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my very first impressions of the Geonosis map, which is coming to Battlefront 2 in just a few days' time with the Battle of Geonosis update. I'll be showing you gameplay of both the Clone Trooper and Droid sides of things in Galactic Assault, with some gameplay of the ATTE, the BARC Speeder, the STAP, and more. I'll be discussing those new vehicles and other stuff throughout this video, and this video was made possible by the EA Game Changer program, so thank you to EA for inviting me to the event to record gameplay, and that is why I'm making this video right now. So let's just start off with some general things about the map. It's the largest map ever made for Battlefront by DICE. It's really a large-scale warfare map. It's really fun. It's very different to the other maps we've seen because there's a lot of open areas. There's also a lot of completely different terrain we've never seen before in a Battlefront map. It's really fun from what I played of it. I didn't get a chance to play a lot. There was only a few games I got a chance to play with it, but it was quite fun. It was very different, so that made it a bit more refreshing to play on. Unfortunately, it's only available in Galactic Assault as of now, so you will have to play Galactic Assault to play Geonosis, but nevertheless, it's a very fun mode for Galactic Assault. When you launch into the game, you'll get a really cool cinematic, and then the phase 1 of the map is where the Clone Troopers have to capture 2 command points. And when they do, phase 2 will start off and ATTs will start dropping from the sky from LA-ATs. And the ATTs act as tickets for the game, so we're usually the troopers' lives in Galactic Assault act as how many lives you have for the entire game. So if you run out of tickets, the game will end. In this one, it's the ATTs, so you have a maximum of 10 lives, so 10 ATTs for the Clone Troopers. The droids have to destroy the ATTs, however, the ATTs are used to take out the hard cell transports. There's 2 of them, and you have to take both of them out to move on to the 3rd phase if you are the Republic. The ATTs basically spawn in randomly and pretty dynamically, to be honest. It's really fun. They're not available in the spawn screen. You have to go under the ATT and hop into it, and it's fully pilotable by yourself. If the Clone Troopers do take out the hard cell transports, there's a big sandstorm where battles get really close quarters, and then the ATTs have to advance forward into a large area and capture a zone. It's a really wide zone, so you won't get the typical Galactic Assault choke points where it's one small zone and all the infantry pile in. No, it's not like that in this map. It's really big, so there is plenty of room for everyone to fight. It's really cool, and I really liked the last phase. The map also looks absolutely stunning, from the lighting to the texture work to the terrain work to the visual effects, the particle effects. Everything looks fantastic. It really is a visual showcase for Battlefront 2. It looks amazing. And there's plenty going off outside the map as well, so specifically in the first phase you'll see loads of Geonosians flying around in the sky, and then on to the 2nd and 3rd phases you'll see battles outside the map going on with lots of Republic transports, ATTs, LAATs, and more. Clone Troopers fighting with droids, so you'll see Super Battle Droids and B1 units attacking Clone Troopers. They're all AI, happening outside the playable area, and it just adds a lot more to the grand scale of this battle. Now I'm going to be talking about the balance of the trooper classes and stuff like that. So most of us use the Specialist class to get battle points for heroes because it's really good for getting battle points, and it's really viable in the ending of phase 1 and specifically phase 2 due to the distance between the players. The droids start off quite far away when they spawn in phase 2 compared to the Clone Troopers. You really do need a sniper for this segment, and it's really hard to shoot without a sniper and get any kills, to be honest. In phase 1 and parts of phase 3 you can go close quarters, but again I would definitely recommend using a Specialist. And we also did not use officers a lot. They weren't so many on the map. You can probably tell by the gameplay. You will see a few, but it seems like they've been nerfed and they're not as overpowered as they were in the previous patch. Again, we didn't have much time to play the map, so it was really hard to get a good feel of how the game is playing on a lot of other maps as well. Heavy is also good for taking out vehicles, especially those ATTs. It's a really viable option there. And heroes will die quickly if you don't keep moving or find cover, because the map is really open in Phase 2, and you may just be wandering around and realise that there's like 5 or 6 battle droids running towards you, and there is literally no cover around in some parts of the map, so you have to sort of look for the little cracks in the ground and find where the terrain goes further down, and there's a lot of cover. You know, it's not as open as I thought it would be, which I'm happy about, but as a hero, you have to keep moving, and to be honest, you will get kills if you do look for them and you do stay alive. Now let's move on to vehicles, and I'll start things off by talking about the ATTE. So the movement is really good, it's really dynamic, it can definitely traverse the map, and its leg animations are very good. You can definitely get around rocks you didn't think you'd be able to get around because the legs will adjust to them. It's pretty cool. I think it's not super clunky, it could do with a little bit of work, but I didn't get a lot of time to actually use them, to be honest. But overall, the movement when you're using it, because it's completely off rails, is very cool. They're also really easy to get in, so if you see one that says get an ATT above it, then you just go under it, hold G, and you'll get straight into it. And they seemed quite weak and easy to take down, to be honest, when I was playing the game, because most of the games we played saw the droids win by taking out the ATTs in the second stage. And this could be different because we were going really hard trying to play the objective, and the developers as well were also focusing on the objective. And this could be different when the game is open to the public, because typically, a lot of people don't tend to play the objectives, especially on consoles, so it might be a case of that it isn't so weak and they're kind of really well balanced. It's just that when we were playing the matches at DICE, they seemed pretty weak in terms of they would get a lot of fire and they'd go down pretty easily, which is such a shame because the ATT should be really powerful. Another factor that could contribute to the weak ATTs is the spider droid, so they typically feel like they're going to be dealing a lot of damage. That's what I felt when I was controlling an ATT, and I didn't seem to look to destroy them, but having some discussions with some of the developers, you definitely need to be taking the spider droids out if you are in ATT, and that might actually make them a little bit less weak. You know, if you take them out, you won't take as much damage, of course. The developers did say that they will be looking to see if it is unbalanced in certain areas of the map or things need tuning, so let your feedback be known on Wednesday, they will be listening. Also, the weapon ability used to weaken the hard cell transports has a really short range and a massive drop off. Like seriously, when you first fire it you think, what is going on here? I did give feedback on wanting some UI to tell you how close you need to be, similar to how it works with the MTT in Galactic Assault. You know, when you've got those ion torpedoes, you're looking at it, it will say whether you're too far away or whether you're in range. And basically, I want this for the ATTs, so it notifies you if you are within range to use that weapon. But the problem is, because you have to be really close, it means you will take a lot of fire from the Separatists when you're in the ATT before you get to that point. And last but not least, let's talk about the brand new speeders added to Battlefront 2, the STAP for the Separatists and the BARC Speeder for the Republic. So they cost 150 points, so they're really simple to get, everyone can get in one, and they're kind of fun to use, it's just that they're very hard to aim. So the bugged aiming is still there on PC. DICE are working on a fix. They wanted to get a fix out for this update, but they could not. And on console, they did tell me that it was fixed, or at least much better than the PC version. So I don't really know if that's true because I've not played the console version, but apparently the console version for the aiming of the speeders is much better. You can still get kills on the PC version, but it's very hard, and you have to make use of your abilities. It's such a shame they didn't get it fixed for this update, so fingers crossed it comes in the December patch. But that doesn't take away the fact that they're very good for travelling around the map, especially in Phase 2. So in Phase 2, like I said, there's a lot of open area, and the battlefield is very big, so you want to get from point A to point B. the best option is to use a BARC Speeder or a STAP, and you will get some kills along the way getting a few more battle points because of the open battlefield. There will be a lot of troopers just running around and unable to take you out, so use your abilities and you will get a bunch of kills. So look at ATTs as well. You can deal some damage to the ATTs, and on top of that there's also a lot of clone troopers that would say hang around the ATTs or the hard sail transport. So whichever side you're on, use that speeder, go to hot points, and you will find a bunch of people that you can take out. They're also very useful against heroes as well. And as for how they look and sound, they're very DICE quality. They look fantastic, they also sound fantastic, and I would like to see maybe the stats at least be on Kashyyyk. That would be pretty interesting, and hopefully they are used in other Battlefront 2 maps. So I'm going to leave you with some more Geonosis gameplay. If you enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more Geonosis content. Also hit that notification bell if you want to stay up to date with Battlefront 2 news and more. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Whoever that is, we'll take the helm.
The Viceroy has decided to deprioritize the factory. Instead, we are to... You are a bold one. Only fire and ash! Police!
Flying in another HTE. Running low on walkers. Just one more after this one. We've got another ATTE. Our friends are all out of walkers. Don't waste it. That droid wagon's about ready to blow. The droids re-engage their defenses. You sure know how to make a mess! Closing range. Starting kill sweep. They destroyed the tank. We've got backup. Another walker.
Ground team, we've got some old artillery near that core ship. Clear an LV and our gunners can come in and show those clankers who's boss.
It's your show, troopers! Secure the LZ for our gun crews. And it's another walker. You're running low on walkers. Just one more after this one.
I see you've missed me. You want to reconsider your actions. Very confident, aren't you? You've obviously never fought a Jedi, have you?